What's up, everybody? Preston here, 4Horsemen channel. First ever 4Horsemen pay-per-view review, 4 Over the Limit. And I'm Preston, like always. 619 coming back at you, and I'm going to send it over to Alex.
Well, what's going on, guys? Your boy Dalyxman here. Quite the interesting pay-per-view, to say the least.
What's up, guys? Cannot wait to review this pay-per-view. This is VocalAggression coming at you. Over the Limit thoughts. And now I'm going to pass it over to the anti-shooter, Eonizzle.
Yo, yo, yo! No, but seriously though, the first 2 hours and 15 minutes of this pay-per-view were absolutely amazing. Close to as good as Extreme Rules, and then the main event happened.
We'll get to that. Did anybody else see the pre-show, or do we even have to talk about the pre-show?
I really enjoyed the pre-show, actually. I thought the pre-show was pretty good. You had Zack Ryder versus Kane, which you would expect to be a squash match, went for like 10 minutes. Like, it was actually a pretty good match.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Weirdly opened up the pay-per-view, which this is a first, I think, ever for WWE, that the pay-per-view opened up with a match, then opened up with the video thingy, then the pyro.
The pyro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Battle Royal was okay. It wasn't bad. The last part where it was Tyson Kidd, Otunga, Miz, Christian, that kind of group, was the best part of the match, especially Tyson Kidd, who stole the fucking show.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Pulling some Rey Mysterio's type shit out of his ass, which was awesome. And then it got down to Christian and Otunga, or no, not a Christian and Otunga, fuck Otunga. It got down to Otunga, Miz, and Christian, which, you know, Otunga got eliminated, yay, and then it got down to Miz and Christian, which was a nice back and forth, and Christian won, and everybody was happy, we marked, and it was fun. So, I mean, it was a good Battle Royal. I mean, when's the last time you've seen a Battle Royal on a pay-per-view? It's been forever, so.
Unless you count the Royal Rumble.
Well, I don't count the Battle Royal.
Right.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Different.
I thought the Battle Royal was good. Actually, I thought the pre-show was good, too. I thought Zack Ryder did a good job working with Kane, and that could have actually been on the card if they wanted to, but the Battle Royal, very impressed with Tyson Kidd. I thought he did a fantastic job as a performer inside that match. The ending sequence between Miz and Christian was awesome, and the fact that he went up against Cody Rhodes later on in the night was awesome too. So, John, what do you think about this?
I did not see the pre-show, although I was happy to hear that Kane got the victory. Always nice to see Ryder on the losing end of things. As far as the Battle Royal is concerned, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I thought it was a very pleasant surprise to open up a pay-per-view, and I like the implications. Winner gets to challenge either, you know, the U.S. champion or the Intercontinental champion. So I like that they're actually putting more emphasis on the mid-card champions, kind of creating more of an atmosphere for them. And I found the end of the Battle Royal very interesting when I got down to Miz, Otunga, and Christian, because at first I'm saying to myself, holy crap, you know, 3 heels are left. So I guess Santino was guaranteed to be defending his title, but then, you know, it clicked when they were double-teaming Christian. Holy crap, Christian's faced again,
Yeah.
which I marked for, to be honest.
I'm happy Christian's face again because I am not really that big of a fan of him as a heel. So I'm glad he's face again because we certainly need some good faces in this company.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely. It wasn't established he was a face until later on in the night, but when it became apparent, yeah, I marked. I was like, yes, we need a good babyface. Me, personally, I'm a big advocate of Christian being a babyface. I honestly believe he'd be a good babyface world champion to the heel champion, in my opinion, honestly.
I actually joked to the people I was watching this pay-per-view with, I guess CM Punk beat all the heel out of Christian. So, yeah, they're very interesting. Marked when he won. Here's the thing. I really wanted him, you know, to pick Cody, and I was happy that we would get that later. I was surprised when he originally pick Santino, because I'm like, wow, they're really going to give Santino the, you know, what I considered a privilege, you know, to defend his United States Championship against a guy like Christian. But still, a great moment to open up the pay-per-view. Face Christian makes a triumphant return, winning a Battle Royal. Eon, what did you think about it?
Yeah, you know, it was funny because when Christian came out, I was in a call with the guys. Preston, Alex, you were both there, and they said, is he face? And I said, according to the reaction, yeah, he is. Because that crowd popped big for him. And I think so did everyone that was watching the pay-per-view from home. I did. These guys did. It was a lot of fun. And then they got down to the bottom 3, and he was there, and he was getting teamed up on by the heels. And I was like, yep, he's face. And I thought he would pick Cody, and then he kind of pointed at Santino. I was like, wait a minute. Whatever. Okay, fine. Christian, next U.S. champ. And then they had that backstage segment later on with him choosing Cody. And I was like, okay, fine. Christian, next IC champ. Yeah, I'm just glad he's back. It's good to have another upper mid-card, borderline main event player in the mix because I felt like they were kind of running low.
I remember we weren't talking that long ago about Christian and him turning face and stuff like that. So, he comes back and returns. Next up, we had the World Tag Team title match. It was, what is Kofi's team name?
I call them Arboom.
Arboom and,
Jack
Eon likes to call him Jack Dolph.
I call him Zigzwag because I like the name. Zigzwag.
Ah, okay. Zigzwag. I like that better. This match was okay until, I like to call it the hot tag where Kofi came in and cleaned house. Kofi was the star of this match, and so was Dolph Ziggler. Everything else was blah.
I think R-Truth had a lot of shining moments in this match with all the dancing, but I think it's kind of funny that when he turned heel, he said, "I'm done rapping and dancing for the fans," and now he's back.
He's dancing again. I'm dancing, Dad. I'm dancing. Yeah, Trevor's in again.
Right, but Preston, pretty much to pick up where you left off, I agree, dude. It's the match to me wasn't really all that special. It was decent, it wasn't bad, but it didn't pick up until Kofi entered the ring, and then it was just high energy to the end of the match.
Kofi Kingston's just plain fun to watch.
That crossbody he did on Swagger or Ziggler.
Yeah.
He did a sick crossbody and then a sick Trouble in Paradise, and then also a sick forearm shot. Y'all didn't see it, but it was like a double team between him and R-Truth on off Ziggler.
Yeah.
That was nice. So
Ziggler did a nice double team with the wheelbarrow X Factor. I like that a lot. That was
that's right.
As far as my thoughts go on the tag title match, every moment with Leave It to Swagger, I really didn't care for. But Dolph Ziggler absolutely shined here like he always does. Him and Kofi had an amazing finishing sequence to this tag match. Ziggler going for the splash, and he gets hit with Trouble in Paradise. I think if this match, reaffirmed anything in the minds of, any wrestling fan, especially, Kingston fans, it is that, he is the human highlight reel in WWE today. He always leaves you with that moment where even if it's a tag match, for the tag titles, really not the most prestigious spot on the card, but he creates a moment. And I think we need more performers like that because matches are comprised, really great matches that is, are, the moments that make them so great. So, very nicely done by Kofi Kingston here, and Dolph Ziggler is always entertaining to watch. I hope, better things come for him to follow. It was just great seeing him on pay-per-view, so that's really what I pulled out of it. A fun tag match, but, again, Kofi and Ziggler, I just completely echo Preston's sentiments for the stars of the match here.
To put it succinctly, Kofi Kingston, human highlight reel, Dolph Ziggler, human bump machine. That's it.
Yep.
Ziggler, God, my praise out to you. You are amazing. But that being said, we're going to the next match. Oh my goodness, next match. Divas match. Now, before I fucking get on this thing, and I know some people are going to go, what? I am not some typical YWC dip motherfucking shit. Alright? All these people were like, 1 star, 1.5 star, it sucked, it was boring, it was lame. Why do you people always, and I know I've done this before with other people and other divas in the past, but this match I have a right and I feel is justified to defend. This thing was amazing, and I'm going to use that word a lot, amazing.
No, it was, dude.
Because
Absolutely
Layla's selling was freaking off the chain.
Yeah.
She had the best selling of the night.
Alex, what was that line you said about Layla's selling?
Layla sells better than Davey Richards. I'm pretty sure that one
True
statement...
story.
True story.
I'm pretty sure that one statement got us a lot of thumbs down, but it is a true freaking
who cares?
story.
It's the fucking truth.
It's very true. Like, watch the freaking ROH match that he had against Kevin Steen, and there are so many WTF moments in that match. It's unbelievable.
The psychology with the leg, I loved. I love the flow of the match. I love the ending of the match. I love the false finishes where they're going for pinfalls. And just divas. This is a divas match, folks. This isn't some, whatever the hell. This is a divas match. This is, in my opinion, probably the best divas match I've seen in probably a year.
At least a year.
So, I mean, I'm giving this thing, divas-wise, 4 stars. I don't
care.
Dude,
I am totally, I even said that after the match. I was like, dude, that was a 4-star match, and that was...
And it is. I mean, and you know what? Everybody has the right to their opinion. You can shit all over it. You can think it sucks. I don't care. I'm going to give my opinion. I'm going to say what I want to say. This was a 4-star match, and it was great.
And you know what, dude? Even if you want to hold that to... And because I know WWE is kind of infamous for not caring about their women's division, but even if you want to hold that match up against any TNA knockout match for the last 3 years, I think it holds up very well.
I agree. I'm right there with you, Eon. And you know what? With Raw going 3 hours in about a month's time or more, I hope the Divas get more time and get more progression because this stuff right here is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And I love this match, and I can't wait for the internet.
Do we have an official timestamp on how long that match was?
I don't know, but it was at least 10 minutes, I think. It was pretty long. And I thought it was great. Layla, in my opinion, the best diva in the company right now. In my opinion, the best Divas champion in a very long time.
Agreed.
I'm glad Layla's back, because she is the savior of this fucking division. Thank you, guys.
I think this match did one thing for me. It established the fact that I think the WWE Divas are about to get back on the roll again. I think the Divas are about to take off, and before long, the Knockouts better watch out, because with Layla, Beth Phoenix, Natalya, and Karma waiting in the wings, AJ Lee coming up, guys, I think the WWE Divas are about to really show us what female wrestling is all about. I thought this match was a very good indication of what's to come for the Divas division. Loved Layla's selling. I was very proud of her. I'm like, thank you for going out there and bringing psychology into a good female wrestling match. This was the epitome of a female wrestling match. Was it the best female wrestling match of all time? No, but it was very good. I thought both of them did a very good job. I enjoyed it. I have absolutely no problems with it. John, what are your thoughts on it, man?
I had a major problem with this match.
What?
And that was with the crowd. Yeah, I got you guys. It wasn't with the competitors. I didn't like when the crowd started chanting Karma at one point. I feel like, look, I love Karma just as much as the next guy, but, I mean, these girls are trying to go out there and trying to really create a match in a division that isn't respected, and they were trying, to go out there and have a great match. And to me, they succeeded. I thoroughly enjoyed this match, and, to me, honestly, even though I enjoyed it, the most memorable moments to me was the finishing sequence. Beth goes for the Glam Slam, and I think the only reason that stands out is because the crowd popped big for it. Layla was going, I think, for that spinning, inverted DDT, and, Beth kind of countered her, gets her in the Glam Slam position, the crowd pops, and of course, Layla gets the roll-up counter, which we all expected, but then Beth rolls it over and grabs the tights, which, that was a nice touch, nice heel maneuver. Layla kicks out, they go a little bit more back and forth, the layout, I call it, as soon as she hit it, I'm like, it's over! And, really great matchup between these two ladies. Honestly, I don't know when Karma's coming back, but let me just say this. As much as I love her and as much as I can't wait for her return, take your time. The Divas division is in good hands. It's not like it's this desperate sinking ship with holes being formed every which way every second and, more water's coming in. It's really holding its own, and Layla is, I think, a big testament to that fact. She is a great champion. I can't wait to see what future she has going forward. I just, I hope this is a good sign of things to come, because when you have people like AJ, people who really could be contenders at any moment and be believable like Natalya or Tamina if they would choose to, Layla does have the competition there. I just think it's up to WWE to utilize it. So, great match, guys. Completely agree with you. And my one gripe, like I said, wasn't even with the women. I just felt like the crowd did not give these women, much like the internet won't, a fair shake.
Yeah, and you know what? It was funny because Beth Phoenix had Layla up in a gorilla press, and Layla reversed it with a DDT, and I asked Preston who that reminded him of, and what did he say?
Rey Mysterio.
There you go.
Selling her reminded me a lot of Rey Mysterio, and, I give it up to Layla, who is that good. So, guys, I tell you what, if that's what we're going to get every week or every month on pay-per-view, all for it. Glad the Bellas are gone. I know not everybody else is, but I am.
Isn't it funny that exactly when the Bellas leave, doesn't it feel like the Divas division all of a sudden got better? I don't know when.
and you know what? You know who else isn't on TV that I have seen lately? Kelly. Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Just putting that out there. But with that being said, that was the Divas match. We all enjoyed it. What did you guys think? Are you going to be the typical YWC person? Oh, it sucked, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to be like us and actually have an open mind? But
it's so funny because a lot of people call Divas matches bathroom breaks, but I felt like the bathroom break was like a few matches away here.
Yeah.
And it was funny because speaking of bathroom breaks, Alex was talking about this Divas match like, God, I wish this Diva match wasn't so good so I could go pee. It was like
because I just got off work 2 hours before and I hadn't ate dinner yet, and I'm like, I need a dinner match, and I'm like, the Divas are on. I don't want to go because I want to see this match. I think that's a testament of how good the match was going to be because I didn't want to go get my dinner. I wanted to watch this match, so I mean, I think that says it all. But with that being said, we're going to move on to the Fatal 4-Way title match, which is Del Rio.
I want to start this one
Randy
off.
Orton.
I thoroughly enjoyed this match, Orton, Sheamus, Jericho, and Del Rio.
Right.
I was worried throughout pretty much the whole match that somebody was going to tap out when Del Rio locked in the arm breaker. as far as the actual finish goes, that was a great series. I love that Orton got 2 RKOs in. Chris Jericho hit 2 code breakers. Sheamus didn't nail. He hit 1 brogue kick to Orton, but then Orton rolled out. I was pulling for Jericho the whole time, and then what happens? Sheamus hits a freaking white noise and wins. So this was it was weird because this was so much like the pay-per-view itself, because it was this great, absolutely awesome, and then the main event. Whereas with the match, it was great, super awesome, and then the finish.
Yeah, because all of us were when Jericho got the roll up on Sheamus, the 3 of us were losing our shit. So we're yes, he's gonna win. Then he kicks out. We're oh fuck. Then he has the code break. Yes, he's gonna win. Oh fuck. We were up and down from this match. Then the ending, we were just damn. We just the crowd was right there with us. The crowd was fuck Sheamus. We did not want him to win. And Alex pulled this line out, and I was damn, I didn't expect that. He was he wanted Del Rio to win. That's how bad he thought the finish was.
Let me get this straight. I didn't want Del Rio to win.
He wouldn't have a problem. That's what
I wouldn't have had a problem with him winning, because honestly, when it comes to Sheamus, it's nothing there for me, honestly. There's nothing there, and he's flat.
Even when Sheamus picked up the pin, no reaction.
Not one. That's what people in the front.
A couple rows in, on the camera side, and maybe a little bit around the arena, but after that, silence.
And it's so funny because this crowd was so alive for most of this pay-per-view until after the real main event of this pay-per-view. But at the same time, they had nothing. They popped huge for Orton. And every time Jericho locked in the walls, they popped. But Sheamus wins the match, and absolutely nothing. And if you ask any wrestling booker or wrestler or referee or anything, the easiest way to tell if somebody's over is the reaction to them winning a match. And if Sheamus is getting no reaction for a win, that tells me that he isn't even close to as over as the WWE wants to believe he is.
No, guys, that's not true. We had reactions when Sheamus won. I personally screamed at the TV, fuck!
I said, I hate you, Sheamus!
Yes, I was
guys,
right there with you.
Let me say this about the Fatal 4-Way. I love this match. Let me just clarify to everybody, I love this entire pay-per-view, so when it gets to me, don't really expect many negative things, maybe nitpicks here and there, but man, this Fatal 4-Way was just a testament to how good this pay-per-view was, and Jericho, in my mind, was the star of this match. Him and Orton, I think we're neck and neck, but ultimately I'd give it to Chris, because 2 code breakers and 2 walls of Jericho, I was losing my shit. And the biggest pop for him wasn't even his finishers, it was the friggin' roll-up, because when he got it, I'm yes, oh my god, because I didn't expect Sheamus to react in time to get the kick out. When he did, I was oh, you gotta be kidding me, that son of a bitch. But, and also, I just want to let everybody know, I had the biggest sigh of relief when we, cut to this match and Del Rio didn't have time to cut a Destiny promo. I was thank God.
Really?
We're all safe. We're all safe. Because I was joking with Eon for weeks that, if Del Rio cut a Destiny promo, we're all fucked. But he didn't. So we were good. My thing is, I actually hope that Sheamus and Orton go one-on-one at No Way Out. That's what I'm hoping this all leads to. Is Orton going to turn? Is anybody going to turn? I don't know. But, based on the match they had on SmackDown and then going into this pay-per-view, these guys do have tremendous chemistry. I think Sheamus has grown to the point where now him and Orton can have the matches that I think WWE wanted them to have, years ago when Sheamus was the champion and Orton was the challenger, kind of leaving legacy and all that. Now Sheamus has matured. They're in different places, and all for the better, really. This was just amazing. Anybody have any closing thoughts about this match before we move on?
Yeah, I do, actually. I wanted to say, I feel almost like it's come full circle, because the last time Orton and Sheamus met, Sheamus was the heel, and he used heel tactics, and he was just starting to kind of get over with the crowd on the good side. They started to feel like he was good enough to cheer. And now, he's booked as a babyface, and he's going against Orton again, and he's going to be booed like crazy, because Orton's so much more over than him as a babyface.
I completely agree with that. If Sheamus doesn't have a Chinaman's chance in hell, and at least in terms of crowd reaction, of beating Orton, and if they have a match at No Way Out, I'm not even kidding you, I am pulling so hard for Orton, it is ridiculous. They really screwed Sheamus over at WrestleMania, and they didn't even know it. Because if they didn't do this, we wouldn't be having this problem. I don't even think we'd be having this conversation. Randy Orton, I think that world title desperately needs him. Orton does not need it. It needs him, and I hope they get it on him as soon as possible. And I never thought that sentence would be leaving my mouth, so I am scared, but excited at the same time.
My thing about the Fatal 4-Way match, I thought it was also a really good match. I had no problems with it. There were a couple of slow spots for me, but when it hit the last sector, like the last 10 minutes of the match, it really took off, and it did not stop. I felt like when Chris Jericho rolled him up for that pin, I thought that was it. And then when he kicked out, I was like, fuck me. And then pretty much like you guys, when Sheamus won, whatever. Whatever.
We're just like, fuck, we don't care.
And the bad thing about this Preston is I predicted him to win, and even when he won, I was like, God.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Alex. I'm like, damn it, why couldn't Randy Orton? Why couldn't Jericho? And by the way, hopefully this isn't Jericho's actually last match, because apparently he might actually leave, not storyline wise, he might actually leave like he's going to leave for a while, then come back this fall. But hey, if it is his last Raw, my God, Jericho, you put on one hell of a fucking performance and one hell of a run from Rumble till now. I mean, you've had.
And you know what the best thing is? He didn't win a single pay-per-view match.
He hasn't won a single pay-per-view match, and motherfucker, he's had some of the best matches of the year.
He has. I mean, let me just say this before we move on, Preston. In regards to Jericho, in terms of, like, the runs that were, like, spurts, like 07 on and all that on, this is my favorite run of his, without a doubt. This was just amazing. I enjoyed it. If he goes on to do Fozzy or what have you, that's fine. I hope he does come back in the fall, but we'll see what happens. He's
the
just
one
fantastic.
sign in the crowd. The one sign in the crowd that said part-time singer, full-time jackass.
That's a cool sign.
Nice.
What was next?
The Miz versus Brodus Clay.
Oh, do we even have to talk about this match, please? No.
This was my bathroom break.
I didn't give a fuck. John enjoyed it. I don't.
We were ragging on the Miz so hard for his dancing. I actually looked over.
Oh God, that was fucking painful.
I actually looked over to somebody who was a hardcore Miz fan, and I said any credibility Miz had as a performer just left the window as soon as he did a two-step, and she agreed with me.
He was trying to do Michael Jackson's Thriller. It was horrendous.
It was fucking bad.
When he brought back the Miz hat from back in the day, I'm like, is that the same Miz hat he wore in ECW? Oh my God.
Yep.
Intercontinental. I really have nothing to say on this match other than there was some good moments, and I'm glad Christian won. That's all I gotta say.
I would take Christian over Big Show any day. He would be a great.
Thing over Big Show ever.
If we're gonna have a babyface mid-card champion, Christian is the perfect person. He is a great enhancement talent. Anybody he faces, he will make into a star. I like it. Good move. That's all I gotta say.
I just wanted to say I think it's funny that Christian wins the world title as a heel and then he comes back as a babyface and immediately gets inserted into the mid-card.
Oh well.
But for me, just to kind of get the ball rolling here on my end, I was extremely happy that this match was on the card because again, as I've told people in the past, the match that made me a Cody Rhodes fan was his second week on SmackDown, and he faced Christian, and ironically enough, an IC title tournament.
I forgot all about that, John.
Yeah, steel trap. But what really I took away from this match, honestly, even though this was, again, a great match, I loved it, but the one thing I said to myself, and I was happy that Christian won for the record, but the one thing I ended up saying when it was over, man, I can't wait for the rematch, because I think these two can have a clinic of a rematch if done right. I mean, I love both guys. I think they have great chemistry. Really, the highlight for me, one thing that really stuck out was Cody Rhodes' disaster kick off the steel steps and his moonsault. Christian actually got the kill switch for a change in the end to get the win. His 4th Intercontinental Championship reign. Congratulations to him. And I will say, even though these guys, say, well, I don't want to speak for Eon, but I think Preston and Alex, say the Big Show. But I am very happy with how the IC Championship is being booked. And yes, that does include Big Show because at least they had a story of him never getting his WrestleMania moment. So I feel like even that reign at least had a good story to it, if nothing else. And it was a guy who had just came off of feuding for World Championships. So still, the Intercontinental Championship has just been booked tremendously. I would like to see Christian get a nice solid run with it though. So let's keep the strap on Christian for a while, at least in my opinion.
And to take it off him in 5 months.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. Yeah.
All right. Next match.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The best match in the world.
Is holy fuck. One of the best WWE title matches ever.
Yep.
CM Punk Daniel Bryan. This was nothing short of what I expected. It was better than what I expected. If that's even fucking possible.
Yeah, we all had high expectations, but I think
if
this match
exceeded those.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
fucking curb stomp, the slap part with the frickin' figure four, the kicks, the punches, the forearms, the beat, holy shit, the submissions, everything.
Everything about this match was amazing. And I told John, when Daniel Bryan would start to lose his temper, that's when he becomes the Dragon. We got a glimpse of the American Dragon in this match. I loved him when he lost his temper against CM Punk at the beginning of the match. Because he was working on his leg.
The elbows he was throwing, holy
my
crap.
God.
Yeah, he just pummeled him with elbows. Holy shit.
He went Brock Lesnar on Punk.
Wasn't Punk, didn't Punk have a submission on him and he got out of it? And he was like legit elbowing his ass in the face. It was nasty.
Yeah, it was like freaking Lesnar did to Cena at their match.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to admit, I 100% marked out when Daniel Bryan got Punk in the Ramiro special and pulled him back into a Dragon Sleeper.
I'm right there.
Losing my mind.
Yes, that was awesome.
I hate to sound like Michael Cole, but that right there is vintage Dragon.
I have no complaints. The ending is what I wanted, but none of these people wanted. So I won, they lost, it sucks to be them. But
the match ended in a questionable fashion, with CM Punk getting the pin on Daniel Bryan, but seconds afterwards tapping out to the LaBelle Lock. But of course, CM Punk still wins because it happened right after the bell rung, or, CM Punk got the 1-3.
Here's my thing. The main reason I wanted Daniel Bryan to win this match is because I was afraid that if Punk would win, it would just be a one-off thing. The fact that Punk tapped out after the 3 count ensures me that there is going to be at least one rematch, and for that, I am extremely happy about the result of this match.
Yeah, and this match was incredible, guys, and I love the ending where Daniel Bryan went for the S-Lock and Punk countered him, and he won, and one of my favorite quotes of all time is it's from the ending of Randy Orton Mick Foley. It's something Jerry Lawler says. He says, "You dance with who brung you." I use that all the time. I love that quote. Love that line. And I said that at the end of, I said that to a person I was talking to on Skype over the match. I said, "You dance with who brung you." And Daniel Bryan lost the match because of the S-Lock and the crowd. There you go. That's another thing I want to talk about, the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeses. I was doing the yeses, and I was hardcore CM Punk. I did the yeses at points.
From beginning to end, the crowd never died. It was high energy. With CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, yes chance, no chance. From beginning to end, they kept on going. I can't tell you how long the CM Punk, Daniel Bryan chant lasted. It was
going, and it was going like when they weren't doing the back and forth, just the match, they were doing that back and forth. I loved it. Oh, yeah, the thing I wanted to bring up. What Alex is going to put live reactions, I think, at the end of this review, you're going to hear my mark out, because I lost my shit when that 3 count hit. I was gone. And personally, I needed that for myself as a wrestling fan, because I haven't been able to mark out a long time. So I was personally glad that happened. But the match was 5 stars, nothing less than 5 stars. Match of the year, in my opinion, incredible.
Okay, first of all, Daniel Bryan is still better than CM Punk. So, yeah.
Yes!
I want the motherfucker.
Yeah, you also want a bag of nuts to choke on.
Yeah, whatever, shut up.
But, in all seriousness, guys, this match was the perfect illustration of why the WWE Championship is the most prestigious championship in professional wrestling today. This was nothing less of a clinic. The forearms were vicious. The submissions, fantastic. The atmosphere, thick and palpable with electricity. Just really nothing more you can say about this match, but an absolute gem. This is something that I think a few years from now, when we're looking back and we have more, experience as wrestling fans under our belt, we'll look back on this day and we'll say, damn, that was when 2 pure, no-nonsense wrestlers competed for the WWE Championship of the world, and it was good. And that is an understatement. The ending, my thing with it is I almost expected it. It's weird, because when he had the S-Lock, I'm like, okay, he's not just going to reach the ropes. By the way, I marked hard when he actually locked in the S-Lock, because I didn't know how many, teasers they were going to do with it. So I thought, I'm trying to think about the logistics of actually getting a S-Lock into an anaconda device, and I'm thinking, well, he's probably going to do a pinning combination. I didn't actually expect him to get the pin with it. I think that's what threw me off guard. I expected Daniel Bryan to kind of realize it and kind of just, I guess, pop it back in and just kind of regain control of the hold. But this was fine. I think the only thing that kind of infuriates me is I'm going to miss the rematch. Because they're going to have the rematch and No Way Out, and I'm not going to see it. So it really is disappointing, which is why I hope they have a rematch. Again, a third match, a rematch to the rematch at Money in the Bank so that I can see it. But
well, if Daniel Bryan wins the title, you're going to get it because Punk's going to get his rematch. So
yeah,
and honestly, I want that. I'm going to sit here right now. Here's the thing. I wanted Punk to win this one bad. If he loses it No Way Out, we'll have no problems with that, and I want to see them lock it up one more time, Money in the Bank. There was some type of step on that thing, and let them go crazy.
Oh, and just to specify, we're bringing back full live reactions with all four of us for the whole show at Money in the Bank.
By the way, Money in the Bank is going to be the start of every pay-per-view live reactions, hopefully. Well, unless work schedule or something gets in the way. But 9 times out of 10, every pay-per-view, 4-way live reactions, starting at Money in the Bank, which, ironically, is what started live reactions for me and John back a year ago. So
coming full circle.
It is going to be sick. And I got to tell you, I know it is way off in fantasy land, but I don't even care if it's 30 minutes, whatever. I want to see an Iron Man match between these guys. Because all the while I'm thinking...
I think what's the scary part, that was the tip of the iceberg.
That's what I'm going to say, Preston. John, we didn't see anything yet. We thought that match was great. We haven't even seen the best of them yet.
This is what wrestling is.
Yep.
This is what wrestling is.
And
Matches
I love
like...
that we're chanting, this is awesome, this is wrestling. Fuck you, TNA Impact Zone. That is what an actual match is called for when you chant, this is awesome, not some bullshit match with fucking Abyss and Nick Foley.
Robbie E versus Devon.
There you go.
It had no weapons, it had no blood, it was pure wrestling. And it was amazing. And to get back to what John was saying, I'm going to quote Alberto Del Rio because this is actually where the term destiny is supposed to be used. These two are destined to have an Iron Man match. I think when it happens, it should be at a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania because when it happens, it's going to be one. Whenever it's time. SummerSlam is closer, I'll take it. Honestly, when it happens, it's going to be one of the best matches I've ever seen because these two, I think, are going to give us nothing more than what we can honestly desire as a wrestling fan.
Let me just say one more thing, if that's all right. At No Way Out, I would actually have Punk retain again. Maybe that's just because I really don't want to miss Bryan's title win. But my thing is, you know, we've seen in the past, Dolph Ziggler was the perfect example when he was chasing the Intercontinental title. I think it was okay to him getting so many opportunities that he did at that championship because he always earned contendership. With me, if Daniel Bryan keeps earning his spot, especially, well, you know how he's going to get it at No Way Out, the controversial finish. But if he was to get another rematch of Money in the Bank by earning contendership, I'd have no qualms. As long as you actually build up your contender, you know, I'm not going to complain, especially if it's somebody as good as Daniel Bryan. So for anybody thinking that these two, you know, could become tedious and grow, you know, boring on me or anybody else, no way in hell.
I can watch this motherfucker for 3 hours. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, really.
The whole pay-per-view, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. I don't care.
If one episode of Raw was like a 3-hour Iron Man match between these two, you would not lose my attention for a second.
That'd be awesome.
So, you know, definitely just keep building up Bryan. And if he's a consistent contender, we've seen it before, so it's not like, you know, pains and groans. Oh God, this is so awful. Just, you know, I think these two can put on matches together.
You know what? The internet's getting what you want. All the internet people who have been bitching and moaning and crying for fucking 6 years, getting what you want. WWE title.
Can you picture it, Preston? Finally, ROH is taking over. Soon, Kevin Steen and Davey Richards will all rule.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up.
All right, so I've kind of been sitting here thinking, I think this is what I would do. No Way Out, cage match. Daniel Bryan escapes the cage to win the title. Basically, that means CM Punk doesn't look any worse because he didn't get pinned, he didn't submit, but he still loses the title. Then Money in the Bank, I'm trying to decide whether I want to see an I Quit match or a Last Man Standing match to set up their Iron Man match at SummerSlam.
So basically, this is going to be a 4-match series.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Honestly, I think it should be a 5-match series with the match at Night of Champions being the last one.
Hey, you know what? They did it with Christian Randy Orton.
Either way is fine with me, guys. I'll take whatever.
I don't care.
5, 6, 10, 20 match series. I don't care. I'll watch every single one.
Do a whole year feud, every pay-per-view. Who cares?
Every single pay-per-view, WrestleMania.
I gotta applaud WWE again. You know, I keep waiting for AJ to do something, and I thought tonight was going to be the night for sure because she had the segment with Punk. And she didn't do anything. So I gotta applaud WWE. They're still keeping that ace in their sleeve. I don't know when they're gonna pull out.
It's so funny because we even talked about that when we were in the live reaction.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about how, like at Extreme Rules, they teased AJ walking down to the ring and then she didn't show up. And I hope she doesn't show up for this match either. And then she did.
You know what they're doing, John? They're putting it on a hair trigger. because when they do it, you're not going to expect it. They're going
Right.
to keep playing it up, and that's what I like about it. So, I mean, hey, it's going to be interesting whenever they do. But regardless, amazing match. I don't think anything else needs to be said. Do we have to talk about Ryback versus whoever the fuck he faced?
It was an enjoyable match.
Can we just move to the main event? Let's just move to the main event.
Do you really want to talk about the main event, Preston?
We have to talk about the main event.
We have to talk about the main event.
We don't want to. We have to.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as
This
Preston.
atrocious pile of shit that was this main event.
You know what? To me, it was fun and entertaining right up until John Laurinaitis got offense on.
Yes, until Laurinaitis came when they were doing by the way, the commentary thing with Cena, Laurinaitis at the table. I thought that was hilarious.
Okay.
That was funny stuff. Like from the beginning of the match until Eon said until Laurinaitis tried to get away for the umpteenth time, and then he comes back in and he starts doing shit to Cena. I was like, oh.
It was really, you know what? You know what the breaking point was? It was the trash can.
Yes, the fucking trash can with the trash was nasty, and I'm like, eh.
And then right after that, Laurinaitis was trying to run away, and then he grabbed Cena's arm and slammed it up against the rail.
And it just got terrible.
And then the part that really turned me off was when Cena got the microphone and he was all like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna put him in an
Yeah,
STF."
the STF. I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care what.
And then he's like, "I'm gonna let go in 10 seconds." And then I'm gonna do it again. I'm like, okay, seriously, for real.
I'm gonna admit what was going through my mind. I'm like, I want to go watch the Divas match again. I'm not joking either. I was like, really wanting to go watch the Divas match again. I was like, I don't give a shit right now what this match is. Just, I'm sorry, there was a little bit of comedic stuff in the beginning, but I agree with Alex when it started doing the STF. Then on, fucking trash. What, in my opinion, worst main event in a long time. I don't know what I would compare this to in terms of main event that's worse than this, but WWE-wise, this wasn't a wrestling match. I can't even call it a match. It was shit.
It
This
was
is how you
slow.
close out your pay-per-view.
It was boring,
Yeah.
and it was predictable. I saw the ending coming when Big Show was fired. I knew it was happening.
I saw it coming a couple states away. Fuck a mile.
Guys, we were all predicting it. John and I said it on Twitter what was going to happen. You guys were talking about how it was going to happen. It's not like it was a secret that we all kind of called that, but I think everyone else knew about it too, so it's not really a big deal.
Oh my God! It's the Big Show! Holy Jesus!
You should see my reaction when he turned on him. I was like,
to save the day.
here comes Big Show.
I didn't see that one coming either. I'm just like, how predictable can you get there, dude? Like, seriously, holy
I was
shit.
like,
oh, this is that, and after this, I was like, oh God, we're gonna get Cena Big Show for like the 100th time. Why? Just why? I hate Big Show Cena. Their matches suck for the most part. Fuck! Sorry, I don't want to see them in a match ever again.
You know what, guys, though? I'm not going to necessarily write it off until tomorrow night because Big Show probably just did that to get his job back. He's probably not going to turn full heel. He's probably going to come back, cut an apologetic promo about how he didn't want to do it, but he had to get his job back, and then go right back to where he was, if not even lower in the card than where he was.
In my opinion, Big Show is just so played out at this point. I mean, like, and somebody brought up it's his 100th millionth heel turn. What's left for Big Show to do seriously in this company?
Big Show turns heel more than Mr. Anderson.
seriously.
I'm like serious, guys. Like, what's left for this guy to do in this company anymore? He's just.
I can't tell you how many times he's turned heel in face since he returned in 2008. It's fucking ridiculous. But personally, like I said, match was boring. It was outplayed. Segments were somewhat funny up to the commentary bit, but after that, it was.
I like the commentary bit. That was funny.
That was the only thing funny about it. But other than that, guys, it was.
But Laurinaitis was like slumping in the chair, and he's like 5 times. I really like that part, but everything else just no. Please.
It was so funny because you could see Laurinaitis about to crack. Like
it was just like,
he had this like he was trying really hard to hide the smirk, but he just couldn't do it right.
See, and that's how I know John Cena and John Nuts are trying to make each other laugh on screen on purpose, because they probably have some backstage bet talking about some, I bet I can make you laugh if you do this or that stuff. And that's hilarious.
I mean, other than that, like I said, that was the good stuff, and I really liked the water bottle spot like that too, but everything else was just thumbs down. Very bad. John loved it.
John, take it here.
No, yeah, I loved this main event. Loved this main event. Far exceeded my expectations. Because look, here's my thing, and this isn't a jab at my cohorts here. I can fully understand why they hated it. I mean, my expectations were so low for this, and like all of you, like I said, we called it on Twitter. I'm like, man, somebody give me Jenna Maraska versus Sharmell. But what they did here was fantastic. I really have no complaints. The commentary bit had me laughing my ass off. It's like, what do you gotta say, Booker? When Laurinaitis goes for the kick and Cena catches it, and just the look on his face is like, you stupid son of a bitch, and then just like wails on him. The only thing, and this is a nitpick, because again, honestly, unlike these three guys, I loved it. I think it was a solid main event. I had no problem with it closing the show. I mean, yeah, Daniel Bryan Punk should have been the main event, but I knew this was going to be, and honestly, for what it was fine, it was harmless. But my only nitpick is the STF bits, because, I mean, together, Laurinaitis is in the STF for 20 minutes, only got like a second of breathing room in between. You know, realistically speaking, I think he would have tapped out. I think he lasted longer than some of Cena's biggest rivals, is my thing.
Randy Orton,
he sure did last longer than The Miz did.
I was just going to say, Miz tapped out like 2 seconds. He was like a drum man. I think Randy Orton, well, it was an I Quit match, but I think I've seen Randy Orton tap out that STF fast at times. Like when they were doing the whole stuff with him, and like I agree, John. Like it just.
Do you remember a couple of years ago when Cena was going to put the STF on Jericho and he tapped out before he even locked it in?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was hilarious.
So see, like you know, it makes me think of things like that. But other than that, guys, I mean, yeah, the Big Show thing was talking about. But see, the funny thing is, the crowd I was with really was thinking, no, John, that would be stupid, because even if Laurinaitis gets fired, anybody who's in charge will probably be a benevolent leader and give Show his job back. And when I thought about that, honestly, I'm like, even though you're all wrong, you do have a legitimate point, because...
By the way, it's real quick, the people that have been saying Batista for, like, everything for the past, like, 4 months, hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
They're desperate because they got Brock Lesnar. They are.
We want Batista. First of all, why do you want Batista? Seriously, Batista's okay, but people are clamoring for Batista to come out. Why?
It's so funny because Brock Lesnar was the inch, and now they want to take the mile.
Yeah, they want to take the mile. Batista, the animal. What for? The guy wasn't that good in the ring.
Bobby Lashley, bring back Ric Flair.
Batista was hot in 2005 and 2010 because of his heel turn. After that, you sure you want him? Okay, get him. It's not going to do you any good, but okay.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the heel turn in 2010 against Cena, that was pretty good, but other than that...
Supposed to be my friend.
Batista, resolve your feud with Duct Tape first, then give WWE a call. But, you know, in defense of Big Show, I honestly, you know, I'm looking forward to see what happens here, because I can see him becoming the guy where even if he's not like a full-blown heel, I mean, the locker room just detests him. I'm already imagining in my head a segment where Big Show's like roaming the halls, you know, like in the backstage area, and he just bumps into Punk, and Punk just gives him this look without even saying a word. Like, really, dude? Really? And you know, Cena, of course, is going to have his words to show. And if they have a matchup, honestly, I'm cool with it. I've never really seen a bad Big Show Cena match, but that's just me. And I think Show's done tremendous work lately. And Cena, and here's my thing, guys, for anybody complaining about, you know, Show Cena or having any gripes with it, just keep in mind, this gives breathing room for Punk Bryan. Cena's not in the WWE title picture. Exactly. So we always have to take that.
Well, Punk, or not Punk, I want to mention something about Punk real quick. But before that, Cena is going to be feuding with Laurinaitis from what I've been reading and what I've been seeing for, like, months. So, but real quick about Punk, his promo before the match. Loved the promo. Because I forgot to mention this on my top real quick. First of all, I talked about the Laurinaitis party, like, he was going to lose his job, but then we did the Vince McMahon impersonation.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god, I was dying. Well,
and part two,
CM Punk, and he's like,
and part two,
Bryan.
His head would have exploded.
Oh my god, Punk, just amazing. But yeah, do you guys have anything else to say about the show? Or
this was awesome. I love this show. Honestly, for a throwaway pay-per-view, this really showed itself.
The main event for a throwaway pay-per-view, motherfucker, was pretty good. It was pretty
Same.
good.
I agree. Other than the main event match, it was a pretty solid, enjoyable pay-per-view. Really, really worth my time watching.
I think a show like this really helped Over the Limit kind of forge its own identity in the scheme of WWE pay-per-views. Even the main event, again, you're getting no gripes from me. I loved it. I think I'm the most positive out of the four of us. This was great stuff. I was entertained from beginning to end. People power prevails, bitches. Eon, do you have anything to say?
Over the Limit, the pay-per-view that isn't bad and then has a weird, predictable main event. Last year, Miz tapping out to Cena. This year, Laurinaitis having Show turn on Cena. It's all pretty predictable, but the rest of the show was great. especially, you know what? Other than the WWE title match, which is almost one of those matches that was so good it goes without saying, the Divas match was the most surprising match.
Yes!
That was great.
And
then the IC title match was impressive. I loved that Christian won that belt, because it's one of those things where Cody Rhodes, as the Intercontinental Champion, has run its course.
Yep.
I want to see him move on to different things. And Christian is the perfect guy to fill that spot. So, great pay-per-view, weird, obnoxiously predictable ending. Other than that, I'm happy. Because as everyone knows, I do a search it, skip it, or buy it. I'm going to say it wasn't worth buying, but definitely go out of your way to find the WWE Championship match and the Divas match online and watch those. So, search it.
Yeah. What did you, John, you had a clatter.
I wanted to ask, now that Cody Rhodes is no longer IC champion, U.S. title feud with Santino, kind of continuing that there. Do you guys see that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. That's what I see. And honestly, Cody Rhodes, an ex-U.S. champion, I can dig it.
Blah.
We should do something else.
I mean, look at what Ziggler did. Ziggler was the IC champion, and then he lost it to Kofi, and then he came over to Raw, and he won it from, I forget who, Sheamus, I think.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Went from Kofi.
But my final thoughts on Over the Limit, guys. I enjoyed the world title match. Loved the Divas match. It's one of my favorite Divas matches of all time. It's in probably my top 3 of all time, personally. WWE title match, fucking amazing. Main event, other than the little funny things I mentioned, shit. Over the Limit, which is the pay-per-view that is taken over the Edge for various reasons. But Over the Limit's been going 3 years strong now. I have no problems with this pay-per-view staying where it is. My thing is, it's not a gimmick pay-per-view. It's an original pay-per-view name for the most part, so I have no problems with Over the Limit. If I was going to rate the show, I'm going to give it an 8. I have really no problems other than the main event, and the filler matches weren't that good, but they're filler, that's what they're for, so
Well, honestly, dude, there were only really 2 filler matches.
Right. Exactly.
On my channel, I gave it a 7.5, and like I said before, it would have been an 8 out of 10 if it wasn't for the main event. The main event brought it down a lot for me. It was a solid show. I'm really looking forward to No Way Out, because WWE has been on a roll as of lately since WrestleMania with these pay-per-view series.
9 out of 10 for me. I'm gonna go higher than everybody here. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Even the main event, again, loved the main event. Didn't have any problems with it. This was an amazing pay-per-view. WWE Championship match was a gem. World Heavyweight Championship match, so much fun to watch. Main event, great comedic stuff. Yes, a predictable ending, but I think we all had it telegraphed, and I don't really think that's enough to detract from it. 9 out of 10 for me.
I think that's all we got to say. That being said, we'll see you guys around, whenever that is. Subscribe to everybody's channels. My channel, System 9 Loyalist, John's channel, VocalAggression, Eon's channel, Eonizzle, Alex's channel, Dalyxman. If you don't know who Dalyxman is, what rock have you been living under? With that being said, we will see you guys next time for a potpourri or something like that. Like I said, we're gonna do a pay-per-view review every time. Next one will not be a 4-way, it'll be like the tradition, it'll be the 3-way like we did for Extreme Rules. And like I said, I think live reactions Alex is gonna put after that, so enjoy that for CM Punk, Daniel Bryan. And that's our thoughts on Over the Limit. Hope you enjoyed it. Please check out the Divas match. I'm really gonna try and push that. And if you check out Punk Bryan, you owe it to yourself. If you're Please check out the fucking match.
If you didn't watch this pay-per-view, those are definitely the 2 matches you need to watch.
Yes. And you know what? Hey, I'm gonna praise the Divas match. If everybody else out there thinks it sucks, I'm on my own island.
Hey, the three of us are with you, dude. So it's a 4-man island.
4 ways on the island. All right, there you go. It doesn't matter. Fuck it. I'm gonna praise what I want. Don't like it, kiss my ass. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm out.
For friends, for wrestling, for life. We're out, guys. Peace. Half and half.
Number one, baby.
Here we go.
Yeah, bitch. I like that sign.
Yeah.
That sign is awesome. This crowd is split in half. Daniel Bryan, Punk. I love it. Damn.
Still going.
Woo! Wow. It's like a freaking pit bull. Screw you, Jamie Noble. They're back and forth.
I like how they're not like wasting any time. They're just like going at it. Did you see Daniel Bryan's kick pads, Alex? They say yes on them.
Yeah, I see him. I like the dragon.
Yeah, I like the dragon like kind of logo stuff. That's pretty neat.
The chat is still going.
Yeah, the chat's still going.
Oh my god. Every uppercut. Yes!
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 Yes! I'll do it, fuck it. Yes! I may be pro-Punk, but I like Daniel Bryan, too. It's like, I hate Daniel Bryan now. It's not, whoa! Moonsault out of the corner was so cool.
Oh!
Damn! Holy crap!
Oh!
Damn!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Fuck!
Holy
Damn.
crap!
Jesus! Holy shit! Punk just got his face forearmed off. Jesus Christ!
Does Punk have a black eye already?
I don't know. Those elbows were fucking vicious. Somebody said there was ROH chants. I don't know if you guys heard those or not.
Oh!
Surfboard!
Surfboard!
Oh! Fucking curb stomp!
Curb stomp! Nice!
Awesome! That curb stomp kicked ass! I'm sorry. Holy shit!
Nice curb stomp!
WWE, I never thought I'd see that. I've never seen one at WWE. That's the first time. Please show that curb stomp again. That thing was so epic.
Michael Cole's letting Booker T be the moron that talks about random stuff.
Kick! Oh.
Yes!
Oh, that kick was nasty.
Man.
This match is good, but it needs to kick into the next gear.
Oh, do we have plenty of, it has plenty of time. It has plenty of time to kick into the next gear.
Right, I'm just saying. What the hell?
Uh-oh.
1,
2, 3!
Yeah!
Sir.
Yes! Dragon
And now
Sleeper!
he's gonna drop him in the sleeper.
Dragon Sleeper!
Yes! Yes!
He's gonna drop him. He's
down.
gonna drop him. Oh!
Oh my god, that looks like it hurt.
Christ.
Oh my god, yes!
Fitness face.
It's not a Dragon
Come on,
Sleeper.
sleep room,
Okay.
sleep room.
Oh my god. God.
Hit him in half.
That was fucking cinched in.
Yeah! Yeah!
Holy crap!
Damn!
Holy shit.
DB has been selling his left knee during his entire match.
Because that's
whole-
what
I
professionals
love
do.
that. I love that.
Both Layla and Daniel Bryan have done beautiful selling.
And the way he's doing it makes it look like he's
Yeah,
fighting
it looks
through it.
like legit hurt knee, yeah.
He's acknowledging that it hurts, but he's fighting through it.
Yep, there you go. This match is epic.
Yes, it is.
I shudder to think what they would be able to do with weapons. God.
Me too. They should go into a hardcore match.
They should at No Way Out. They should make it like a, I don't know, something.
Cage.
Yeah.
No Way Out cage match. Money in the Bank. No rules. No, Money in the Bank, I Quit match.
Yeah, I quit. That's epic. Oh my god, that power slam was sick. It's nice.
Or Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing
yeah,
would be
let's do Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing would be epic. We've not seen the Last Man Standing matches here yet, have we?
No, actually, we haven't.
Haven't.
I think the last Man Standing match we got was Cena Del Rio.
Cena Del Rio.
How many times did that chant even happen? Holy shit.
Now.
Bam, sucker! Oh, face!
Ooh!
Holy fuck, he lit him up. He lit him up. Jesus Christ.
Him
1,
up.
2.
Punk sandbagging him. He's mad.
This match is better than I expected, actually. Like, I knew it was going to be good, but this is too awesome.
Sure, AJ'd show up.
I'm glad AJ hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't, honestly.
I hope she doesn't at all. I hope she's a no-show, like with Sheamus Punk last month.
I like that Punk selling the arm.
Or I mean, Sheamus Bryan last month. Everyone was like, oh, AJ's gonna show up, but
Daniel
nope.
Bryan's going to hit him off the top rope, and he's going to dive to the floor. I'm calling that shit right now. Oh, or not. Daniel Bryan's going to dive at some point.
No, he will not tap. He will not tap.
Tap out!
Oh, not tap!
There's no way he's gonna tap.
No.
I
Oh,
like CM Punk how I like my water. By the tap.
that's wrong! 1, 2, 3! Yes!
Wait, he's tapped!
Punk
His
won.
shoulders were
Tap
down.
out.
Oh my god.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Wait a minute, he's
Punk
tapped!
tapped out at the same time. Punk tapped out when the ref hit 3.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Yes! Yes!
Punk tapped. Punk tapped.
Don't get it.
Yes, he did.
Did it.
He tapped right when the ref hit 3.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's get a replay.
No, he didn't.
Watch Punk taps. Punk taps.
Watch.
He taps on his own shoulder or something like that.
Oh, he
Watch
got
Punk.
that, he got the pinfall.
Through the pinfall. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yep.
Woo! I told you, bitch. Told you. It's in the fucking wild. Yes. Ah!
Oh, what a freaking match.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Cult of personality, motherfucker. Yes. Fuck you, Daniel Bryan. Fuck you, you lost. Kiss my ass, you son of a bitch. Woo!
Ah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Ah. Yeah, I'm so happy right now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You lost, you crybaby bitch. Yeah, CM Punk. Yes. Ah.
Love how Brian's throwing a tantrum. That's awesome.
They should continue this. Don't let this
What a
stop
freaking...
here.
Oh my god.